person joining us today has proven history of driving profitable results, achieving strategic growth within airlines, major hotel groups, and SaaS companies by building and leading a high-performance team. His leadership experience, combined with a solid consulting background, has helped him push through economic crises throughout 3 decades. So now we have with us Mr. Jeff Carlson. How are you, Mr. Jeff?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm great. That's great to hear. Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you. And the first question is, do you remember what your first air travel was like?
I do. I was actually a few years younger, traveling to Hawaii. And that was my first trip. And I remember it vividly because I had problems with my ears because I'd never flown before. So I actually remember coming down and landing and having a very difficult experience landing in Oahu. So that was my first trip. It was about a 5.5 hour trip, which was long.
That is pretty long. But how long back was it?
Wow, that was 1984. 1984.
That's quite
Yeah,
back.
I was 2 at the time.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next question is, according to you, what are the major differences when it comes to air traveling from how it was 10 years back?
Oh, well, 10 years back, it's somewhat similar. But if I go back 20 years, I remember when there was no security and you could go to the gate and receive people. There was no security checks or anything. That was before 9/11.
Yeah.
After 9/11, everything's changed. In the past 10 years, it has gotten better in the sense that there's a lot of artificial intelligence now that makes like in Dubai, we have you can go through the gate, the smart gates and everything, and it makes it quite a bit better if you have that access.
Okay, that's valid, very valid. So what is your biggest pain point when it comes to air travel?
I think it's in those airports that you do not have that access. So you're in line. Standing in line is the most annoying part, especially in immigration. There are some countries where you can be in line for like 1.5 hours waiting to go through an immigration. And the same thing if you need to check luggage and you're in a country that isn't updated with self-check-in, it can be really painful. Yeah.
So when you have a long layover, what do you usually do to kill time?
The lounge, the airport lounge. I love airport lounges. It just makes it easy. It's a no-brainer. You go in, you can read, you can relax, you can catch up on work stuff. It's one of my favorite places.
So do you usually use airport assistance services when you travel?
I do in places where I need to. So not in places where I know, like for example, when I fly in and out of Dubai or the UK, London specifically, I can go through the gates and there's no issue, so I don't really use those services. In airports where I don't have that access and where I know that I need to get out quickly, I will use it to facilitate the fast track.
So how does it help you usually?
It gets me out of immigration quicker because they meet me a lot of the times at the gate, and then they'll take you all the way through a separate section to get out of the airport quicker.
If you could change one thing about the airport process, what would it be?
I would like all airports to catch up with the artificial intelligence but I'd also like the ability to no matter from what country you are, you can just scan your passport. It shouldn't be only certain countries that get that access. It should be all countries should be able to scan their passport and go through, and it would make everyone's life so much easier.
Completely agree, completely agree. Have you ever had any issues with baggage handling or lost luggage?
Honestly, it's been a while because I don't check a lot of luggage. But when that did happen, it took me a week to get my luggage back. So it was a bit painful, but that was a long time ago. And things have improved a lot on retrieving, on finding luggage and everything.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, what is your favorite airport and why is it so?
I'm surprised to say this, but it is Dallas-Fort Worth, and the only reason I say that, and Dubai is one of my favorites, but Dallas-Fort Worth has some of the largest lounges. They're massive. And so I just really look forward to going to Dallas and spending time in the lounge. I actually sometimes have a longer layover just
to chill.
Yeah, because I like the lounge. They have great food and drinks and everything. Yeah.
Okay, next question. Yeah. Have you ever had a language barrier when it came to issues like handling baggage or lost luggage?
Not too much, but I think I'm spoiled because English, you know. But I know that if I've seen it where you know travelers that are coming from Asian countries and countries, or even Germany, where you know the elderly sometimes don't speak English, it can be really painful because there aren't a lot of translators.
Yeah,
available.
it could be quite hard for them. Yeah. So, what are the most common mistakes travelers make while flying?
It's probably the, they keep, and I've done this too, where you keep the liquids in your baggage and you forget. So one time I had six colognes that I had bought and I forgot that I couldn't take them on board. And that can be really painful as you see those brand new colognes being tossed in a garbage bin. Yeah. That's the one that most people make, is that they have things in their luggage that they forgot about.
But how could they avoid that?
Well, we should all know that you can't take liquids on board. What was nice, in the time that happened to me, they actually ended up not throwing away my colognes. And they allowed me to leave the area, check my baggage, and come back. But that was because they were nice. They didn't have to do that. So, yeah.
Okay, next question is, what are the 4 essential items you pack in your carry-on?
So, all my toiletries,
of course.
My shavers, my gym equipment, clothes and everything, and what's the 4th one? Oh, electronics, plugs for different countries.
That's very important. Yeah. That is very important. So thank you so much for coming here.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
This was such a great experience asking you all these questions. And
Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you.